How weird, it says it started the stream like 2 days ago, even though... No, it says that... How bizarre, it says that the stream was scheduled for 2 days ago when I never scheduled it at all. Well, either way. Like per usual, I'm going to spend the next minute linking the stream to different places, so just 1 second. You guys can enjoy the wonderful Basilica music in the background. Alright, I think that's good. Alright, what's up everyone, this is Spirit RoseWolf and we are back for part 16 of Shin Megami Tensei 1. The final part, hopefully. I'm hoping this will be the final part for Shin Megami Tensei 1 in general. I am hoping that we are going to finish this tonight, you know, before anything bad happens. I hope not. So let's see. What are you guys saying in the chat? Hello Green Raccoon, nice to see ya. Dylan, nice to see you too. Hey Dad, I can't move until the stream is over. I can move until the stream is over. Oh, that's good, that's good. And you're using my stone. Alright. Just this once, I guess. And hello Real, nice to see ya. Nice to see you too. Alrighty, so... in the last part of Shin Megami Tensei 1, we kind of ended at the start of the final check through the Basilica. We have went through the top portion, the top floors, all the way to meet the Law Hero, in order to find out that we needed to make the Angel Ring, which I think we have in our inventory or something. Maybe it's a rare item or something, but either way, that is what we are going to use to get to the bottom floors, to reach the leaders of the Ring of Gaia. So we are going to deal with the Gaians once and for all, and liberate the world for the Messiahs, it seems. My stone now. Just kidding, I hate magic. Well, of course you do, of course. You're all about science, not magic. while most of your family is magic users. And yeah, we've already met this guy, so really all we have to do left is to get to the bottom floors. And that'll basically be it for the game, it seems. There doesn't seem to be anything else here, so let me just pull out the guide real quick. Yeah, we have 8 more floors to go through. And unfortunately, they're going to be filled with a bunch of traps. Although there will be a bunch of boss battles as well, so, you know, it's not like we'll be going in with nothing exciting. And besides, we haven't really had a boss battle in such a long time. In fact, I think the last boss battle we had was Ravana. And his son for some reason. Oh yeah, his son was a thing. Okay, let's see. This map is pretty much all over the place. German technology is the best. Well, they did invent a lot of things, didn't they? We also have an endgame side quest that we can partake in once we get to a certain floor, a certain bottom floor that is, and I will be sure to show that off because, you know, we might as well try, we went through pretty much all the side quests at this point, the sword fusion, the reconstruction buildings, whatever they're called. It started with an R. Either way, we've been through pretty much all the side quests, so we might as well deal with the one that has an actual super boss in it. Okay, so the guide says, if you do have the Angel Ring, then your goal is to reach the Basement 8 to challenge the ultimate Gaian leader. In order to do that, we need to return to the heart of the cathedral in Basement 1. Oh, right, and I completely forgot to put on my Estoma. I'm surprised I didn't run into any encounters before that, but now I know, so I can just put it back on. Now we're having a magic versus science war in the chat. Magic for life. I'm pro magic. Even though I'm not German and I made the machine that revived. Oh, really? Well, good for you, Dylan. Now I just need to figure out where exactly I'm supposed to go because the map of basement level 1 is on a completely different page. You know, this guide isn't really... Well, you know, this guide is much better well put together than other guides that I've actually read. So, you know, I'll give the SMT1 guide a thumbs up for it's at least trying to be neater than most. So once you're ready to take the next section of the cathedral, return to the heart of the cathedral, reference point HE in basement 1. Just as before, you'll transfer through the hallway. From here, head to the stairway and reference point B2. Okay, so let me pull up the B1 map, and it should be around here somewhere. Nope, it's on a completely different page. I knew it. Did you betray me, father? Oh, well, you know, I was always magical. Hey Spirit, since I usually bring up Baldur's Gate, what alignment do you think you'd fit in? For example, I think myself as lawful good. Huh, I never really thought about it, that type of alignment system. Well, in most S&T games I would be Chaos, so I guess something related to Chaos? I'm pretty sure there is no lawful chaos. Maybe chaotic good? Really depends on the descriptions of those particular alignments, because I don't really know much about them. Okay, now I just need to... Wow, I am all over the place with this map. I have no idea where I'm going. Basement level 2. Yeah, one second folks. I need to figure out exactly where I'm supposed to go because I think I messed up in the guide and accidentally pressed somewhere that led me to a completely different section of the guide. Wow, this is so confusing. Alright, I think I found my way. Maybe? So, reference B2. Oh wait, we've actually been to that stairway before, that led to the basement 2 floor. So let me pull out my auto map. Yeah, we did. The D area that's all the way to the top right of the map. Yeah, that's actually where the stairwell is. Okay, so we have actually trekked through there. Now I remember we did. Yeah. That was where I thought we were supposed to go when we were heading to the top floors. But no, I ended up getting confused and went in a completely different direction. Well, at least I still have Mapper open. Mapper is pretty useful to have. And once we enter in here, it'll teleport us to the eastern hallway where we can get to that floor. I have only used magic once before this, and it barely did anything. Oh really? What kind of spell did you cast? I'll fine, go sit in the corner and be sad about being a sad science melon, then weaker than every single magic user. Aw, Dylan, you're not weak. We just have so many overpowered people around us in that server. You can barely do anything about it either. Hey, don't be sad, I'm not good at it either. The science does give order to certain things. Yeah, that's true. If we didn't have science, we probably wouldn't have had so many discoveries in our society. Alright, here we are. 2. So now I can pull out the other map. The other section of the map. Where is it? Where is it? Here we are. Okay, so in order to get through here... Nope, that's not actually where we're supposed to go. I accidentally pulled up the second floor map. Damn it. This final dungeon's layout on the FAQ is so confusing. But you know what? I'm just glad I'm just glad that it at least has maps, so you know, it leads me in the correct direction. It's just I have to find the specific map in order to figure out which direction I'm taking. So started at the right center of the map, and we need to head all the way to the left. So apparently there is a boss battle here somewhere. I was literally right next to the B3 floor, so you know what, just like we did with the top floors, we're basically going to skip all of the treasures that are lying around in this floor and just go straight to the boss battle. Because really, we don't need anything that's here on this floor, or pretty much any floor really. We basically got all the items, all the equipment, weapons, demons. We really, again, we're pretty much ready to fight the final boss at this point. So we really don't need to find anything. I just need to figure out which direction I'm supposed to take. Now I'm confused. I think I might have went in a completely wrong direction. Where the heck am I? I have no idea where I am now. Oh, right. This place had teleporters. Oh, I don't know where I am at all. I think I went in the completely wrong direction that I was supposed to take in order to get to the boss battle, and I decided to ended up going in the direction of treasure instead. Of course. Where the heck am I now? Oh, if I take to the right here, I can actually head straight to the... No, I just ended up teleporting again. I am so confused. You know, it would probably make things easier if I actually looked at the map, but I don't want to. I just want to get out of here. This is the south. Okay, I think I found my way out. Alright, we're back at the stairwell. So let's just head back to the north and not hit the teleporter and just continue on our way. Ignoring pretty much everything. And this time I'm actually going to look at the map so we don't actually hit the teleporter. Or do we actually have to hit the teleporter? I think we do? Maybe? I don't know. So what do you guys say? Yeah, every single person I fought can move in my stopped time. Well, Dylan, I would just chalk that up to people making overpowered characters. To the point where any move that is thrown at them can basically be nullified by a Deus Ex Machina, which in my opinion is one of the worst types of OCs, or written characters, when they're just so goddamn powerful that nothing can hit them ever, and it gets boring when you try to fight them. I mean, not everyone can write a One Punch Man type of character where they're the ultimate powerful warrior. They can never be hurt or anything, and they can always do like universal damage to their enemies and stuff like that. I had to deal with a lot of people like that. Not much to do on this floor yet. Okay, so I'm basically just reading the guide now, trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go. So make your way to reference point SU and B3. Well, yes, I know that, but how exactly do I get there? Huh. Okay. I'm not supposed to be in this part. That hallway right there is what leads to the treasure. What I'm actually supposed to do is to head into this door and ignore pretty much all of the teleporters. Which is hard to do because some of these corners have teleporters in them. Let's see. No, that leads to a dead end. Do not go in that corner over there to upward, because that will lead to a teleporter. That next spot right there is a teleporter. So let's ignore that. Head through here. Yeah, you pretty much just have to figure out what is a teleporter and what is not. Funny that you don't fight Lucifer in the law route, just another one of his lackeys. Yeah, pretty much. Lucifer doesn't really become an important character until SMT2. I mean, you do technically meet him in this game, but I don't even know why I'm trying to hide it. I'm pretty sure everyone knows who that is. Oh, and here's the boss battle. Alright, so before we head in there, we might want to pull out our demons and get ready for a boss battle. So like usual, we're going to bring out our best party. We're going to bring out... where is he? Oh, Oberion. Right. I was confused because he's usually at a different page. So, Oberion in the back. And... for support, I'll probably have Lakshmi. And we could summon Atlus, but I'm kind of lazy, so instead we're going to just summon Hanuman for the Tarukaja. And pretty much use that to get through the boss quick and simple. So let's make a save state, and before we actually enter into the room, I am going to turn off the music that I had playing in the background. I love you PS1 version of the Basilica theme, but for now... Oh, let me actually get the boss battle music that we usually play when fighting chaos-oriented demons ready. So let me get that ready right there, and let's head back into the emulator. There we go. Now let's get into the boss room and see what boss battle we have to face here. Oh, I know that design. It's Cert. He doesn't have his Jughead from later games though, so I don't know if that's an improvement or if that's a loss, but I do like the cape. He doesn't have his cape anymore. And he also has a fire sword, which thankfully can be shown on YouTube because for some reason some things that some sprites that actually flash like that, have that flash effect, usually aren't visible due to YouTube's compression, but I'm glad that that was actually able to stay on the video. Yeah, not even Elliot's that OP. He's at best the stone wall to Amy's glass cannon. That is a perfect analogy, Green Raccoon. That is perfect. Amy really is a glass cannon. She's powerful, but just one hit to her can pretty much take her out. I make my character just above kinda OP, but with forms, like for example over heaven, which literally brings me above the gods. It's not okay that I get beat up so quickly. Yeah, I noticed that, Dylan. Unfortunately, everybody seems to have their own version of OP characters, so when you mix OP OCs with another OP OC, it just doesn't end well. In fact, most of the time, it just ends in both parties arguing in real life. That's why I don't really RP much fights these days. But you know, it is fun sometimes. So, Cert, foolish human, you are nothing than a puppet of God, molded like putty in his hands, bowing to his every command. No matter, you humans are destined to die anyhow. I shall merely bring about that destiny slightly faster, as I sound your death kneels right now. As I sound your death kneels right now. It doesn't sound right, but you know what? I don't care. So Tyrant Cert. Ooh, he's a tyrant. Interesting. Well, like usual, let me pull up my Chaos Oriented Boss theme in the background. There we go. And hopefully it's loud enough this time so that people can actually hear it. Because last time I noticed that the music was a little too low, that you pretty much needed to turn your headphones all the way up in order to listen to it. This guy is just too much, but he hasn't seen my below health form. Yeah, some people just don't really like to lose, unfortunately. Alrighty, so Cert. I forget what your mythology even is, so you know what, while we're fighting you, I might as well look that up. Oh, I hate how my phone just opens up new tabs wherever they want, because now I just have a bunch of tabs and I don't know where the new one is. Isn't that just great? Well, while I'm researching them up, I might as well input my attacks real quick. So, Throne, I probably should have put you away, but let's see what kind of magic you have, and you're mostly a healer. Okay. Yeah, you can basically just attack. As for Malgrim, you attack, baby. You're pretty much all there just for attack. As Snow, you use your Lotus Wand to do multiple damage. Oberion! Makarikarn really helped the last time, so let's do that again. Lakshmi, no one is really hurt at the moment except for Malgrim and Snow, but they can last. So let us just use an attack for Lakshmi. And as for Hanuman, you're going to use Tarakaja, which will raise the physical attack strength of everyone in the party, and he's the one who went first. So everyone is going to do a ton of damage. Oh, please let him use a magic attack on us. And obviously, the Hino Kagutsuchi, a fire sword, probably wouldn't do that much damage to a fire elemental god, so that makes sense. 3, 4. God damn, she can do almost 400 damage. That is amazing. Okay, Cert mostly uses physical attacks. Good to know, good to know. That means we'll start healing with Lakshmi. So, let me see. Or we could heal with Throne. Honestly, I don't really want to use any MP with Throne, considering we're going to use it for Estoma later on. So, the human characters just keep using your attacks. You just keep using your really powerful attacks that can probably one-shot bosses if we just stuck with Hanuman and his Tarakaja. Because really, Throne and Oberion at this point are more so just accessories than actually helping. I'm pretty sure we could go through most of these bosses without those two. But you know, extra damage counts. Yeah, look at that. 242 damage. 121 damage. That used to be 90 before the Tarakaja. And he's immediately defeated. We two-stocked him. Oh, man. Yeah, like I said, we really don't need pretty much a full party of demons at this point. We're pretty much okay with just our human characters and a bit of support from, like, 2 other demons. But even then, it's still fun to actually have them on our side. And oh my god, we actually leveled up 3 times. I didn't expect 3 level ups, but I'll take it. So let's see. We'll max out our strength finally, and with the 2 extra stat points, we're probably going to put those in either speed or defense. Or speed and or vitality. Ooh, we can actually get a lot of HP if we put it in vitality, so you know what, let's do that. Now we have 800 HP, and Snow, she leveled up 3 times as well. Sweet. I could max out her entire strength stat if I really wanted to. Let's see if I do. That's actually not bad at all. But, what happens if I raise her vitality? Her vitality doesn't really give much. And neither does her speed, but you know what, let's do it. Let's max out her strength stat. And both of my characters are now at max strength. That is amazing. Pull the healer in front. What the heck, dude? Well, you know, Throne isn't really going to be Throne isn't really that useful. Honestly, in Shin Megami Tensei 1, I don't really need to put much strategy into my formations because really, look at this, we could pretty much 2-stock bosses at this point. And yeah, I remember what I said last part, and I'm starting to consider it. I think I did overgrind too much. I overleveled and overgrind too much on basically everything, and now we're pretty much steamrolling through the entire game. You know, I think we deserve it. Going through all of these bosses with no issues whatsoever, I think we deserve a little bit of that. And I completely forgot to read Cert's lore while we were going through that boss battle, so I might as well do it now, because the page is finally loading. Yeah, it really took that long to load. And the verdict is, he is a Norse god. In Norse mythology, Surt, most commonly known as Shurt, which is spelled S-U-R-T-R, a little weird, rules the land of fire. Oh, Scar would definitely like this dude. Muspelheim, I have no idea who that is. Oh, that's the name of the land of fire, okay. Guarding the entrance of this realm with his shining sword, Leviathan. Wait, Leviathan? Oh, I thought that actually said Leviathan, but no, it's Leviathan. So that's probably what his fire sword is called, the one that he's wielding right now. That is said to be brighter than the sun. It is also said to be the creator and the destroyer, as the fires of his realm created the stars of the heavens, and later during Ragnarok, it will rain down fire onto all lands. Also, he becomes pretty important during the Ragnarok. Good to know, good to know. But now he's dead, so he won't be able to rain fire here. Besides, if he was going to rain fire, then it probably wouldn't do much considering Tokyo's basically all but flooded. It's Sir Scar's cousin. He might as well be. But I could be more accurate given how unforgiving this. But it couldn't be more accurate given how unforgiving this. Bleh, I really can't read right now, can I? If you get sentimental to your demon, yeah, that's exactly what I had to learn the hard way, Green Raccoon. You pretty much can't be sentimental to your demons. This really isn't your typical monster raising game like Pokemon or Digimon. Your demons are more so just extensions than actual partners. Unless you get the really powerful end game demons, then you can probably be attached to those guys. Overgrind? Does such a thing even exist in RPGs with no level cap? Maybe. It depends. If you're looking for a bit of a challenge, then, you probably don't want to overgrind. But, this is S&T. You kind of have to forego the thought of overleveling, or else you're probably going to get your ass kicked in most games. Although, again, in S&T 1, it really isn't much of an issue because you could pretty much overlevel yourself and be super powerful by the end of the game. But that's also because I went for all the best weapons and the best armor and the best demons in the game, so I'm pretty much set with everything that's best at this point. Ugh, to have my own death kneel sound. Death kneel sound? Is that how it's supposed to be pronounced? I don't get that. Is that a mistranslation, or am I just being stupid? It's probably the latter, but by foolish, mindless puppets of God. Truly, I have fallen. How pathetic I am. Yeah, you kinda are. The mapper spell has expired, and unfortunately we can't look at the map until the new moon passes. Well, isn't that just perfect? But it doesn't matter because we're pretty much here at the staircase. So on to floor basement 3. So it seems to me that every single floor we go through is going to have a boss battle. Basement 3, it's pretty big, but not that big, fortunately. It's actually mostly straightforward. There's really no traps. It's mostly just giant mazes full of treasure. But if you just head east in this little hallway right here, you can actually end up straight at the next boss battle and the next floor, so that's pretty lucky of us, or not, because I completely misread the map. It's actually on the other side of this hallway right here, the other side of this wall, and we can't get there unless we, like always, go through a complete circle through the maze. Don't you just love that of these games? Well, at least it's really not that far. It's pretty much just heading north this way. At least I think it is. I probably reading the map wrong. Who knows? Maybe I can make it there, maybe I cannot. When every floor has a boss. Well, we're going to have a long day, boys. Wait, how did we get to the final boss? You're gonna keep saying that until we get to the actual final boss, aren't you, Dylan? Wait. I'm so confused. Okay, that just leads to a ruby. Okay, maybe we're supposed to head in this direction. Again, long mazes. This is pretty much the bane of most old JRPGs, especially first-person dungeon crawling JRPGs. But you know, I have a certain love for these types of games. You know, the first-person explorative dungeons. I don't know. I really enjoy them, which is probably why I'm really tolerant with these types of games, in my opinion. I'm pretty sure this way is a dead end. No. Oh, this might be it. Yep, this is where the boss is. Alright. See, that wasn't so hard. We just had to make a little hop and a skip. So before we actually continue, let me take a sip of my drink. 1 second. I lied, I was actually messaging someone on Discord. Alright, so let's continue again. Yes, that is what it's... Oh, dang it, my chat ended up refreshing. Uh, yes, that's what it's supposed to be pronounced. A death knell is the sound someone makes when they die. Oh, I see. Kneel. See, when you say kneel, I think of the usual way kneel is used. The usual description that the word kneel is used for when you kneel down on one leg, you know. Uh, I guess that is appropriate considering you'd probably be on one leg when you're crying death. So going to take a drink 5 minutes later. Hey guys, done drinking. Oh hey, you know how long I take in showers. Yeah, are you really surprised about how long I take to drink? to take a little sip of my drink? Well, it's night here, so I guess it's gonna be a long night. Oh, I hope not, I do have someplace I need to be tomorrow, so I just realized I have all of my demons out right now, so that was probably a large waste of magnetite while we were roaming around this floor. But you know what? Look at our magnetite. I don't think we'll be wasting any at this point in the game. So let's just head into the boss battle right now. And who is this going to be? Ooh, I think that's Astaroth. Yeah, there it is. Astaroth. I recognize his design in later games. I think it was in Raito Kuzunoha, the second game. He's basically a naked man riding on a giant dragon? I think he's meant to be an angel of death, or was it a fallen angel? Either way, he also has some ties to... what was her name? She was basically a female Lucifer in design. Ishtar, that's the name. Apparently he's supposed to be related to Ishtar in some way. In fact, I have the wiki open right now, so I could probably look that up. While we read his dialogue, of course. Well, if it isn't a couple of ignorant little humans, blindly following the orders of God like sheep, is there nothing more pitiful than the man who discards his individuality to willingly become a slave? No matter, prepare yourselves, little ones, your lives end now. Tyrant Astaroth, and it seems like we're facing mostly tyrant demons. It's been I would shower for 5 days, wouldn't I? Oh hey, and James is here. Just got done drinking a beer. Oh really, James? Drinking on a Tuesday night, I see. Your boss is probably gonna eat you out when you get to work tomorrow. Oh hey, and even Scar is here. Hello, Scar. Dad noticed me. I noticed you. Senpai has noticed you, Scar. Just waiting for the guy to open. In fact, while I'm waiting, I should probably pull out the boss battle thing that we usually use. Oh, I love that opening guitar riff. Ah, it is amazing. Huh, interesting. In the official artwork, which is the exact same as his in-game sprite, he's supposed to have blonde hair instead of red hair. That's a little bizarre. So history. Oh, he has a lot of history to him, so this will take a while. According to the writings of the Lesser Key of Solomon, oh, he's a Solomon demon. Is he part of the Ars Goetia? I actually don't remember. Astaroth is the 29th spirit listed in the Ars Goetia. Well, thank you, SMT Wiki, for answering my question. He is an exceptionally powerful Duke of Hell, assisted by 4 demons, Amon, Barbados, and Rashaverak. I do know 2 of them, Amon and Barbados, but I don't know the other one. Oh, and there's also Pruslos. Pruslos? Yeah, it's meant to be pronounced Pruslos. Again, I don't know who Rashaverak is, or Pruslos? It's very difficult to pronounce these names because I've never seen them before, but Amon and Barbados I definitely know. He is depicted as a naked man with a dragon's hand, feet, and wings, a secondary pale pair of angel's wings, wearing a crown, holding a serpent, and riding a wolf. Well, he's not riding a wolf in this game, but he is riding a serpent. Does that mean I'm the wolf? Does that mean Astaroth wants to ride me? Oh my. He can seduce men through laziness and vanity. Oh, my kind of man. Make men wise in mathematics, in mathematical science, and handicrafts. Reveal hidden treasures, make men invisible, and give them power over serpents. Oh, Voldemort would probably love this too. What can Astaroth not do? He is sometimes referred to as the Prince of Accusers and Inquisitors, with powers to rival that of the great demons Baal and Beelzebub. His name is derived from a Canaanite goddess, Ashtoreth. That's apparently how that's supposed to be pronounced, or Astarte in Greek. Indeed, Astaroth frequently mentions that he wishes to return to being the fertility goddess Ishtar, an appropriate homage to the origin of his name. So, before being a male demon that can seduce men and rides wolves, he used to be the goddess Ishtar. Okay. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So what do you guys say? Because I kind of ignored most of your comments here. Stressful day? I understand, James. And there's been people at work with hangovers. Yeah, your kind of job, it would be a little dangerous to have a hangover. How dare they be art inconsistencies? I know, right? As an artist, I am definitely shocked. Spirit wants to get glares at Astaroth jealously. And don't worry, Green Raccoon. A demon can't take my heart. Only a wolf can. Alright, so let's get into this boss battle. Like per usual, like in the last one, we're basically just going to stick with our normal strategy. Have our human characters use the swords and the demons as backup. Lakshmi, you can actually... Is anybody injured? Yeah, Screw it, let's just use a physical attack. We don't really need to heal at this point. And Hanuman, you just keep using your Tarakaja to raise our damage capabilities with the sword attacks. Look at that, 247 damage. 128 damage. I wonder if we can one-stock this dude. Oh yeah, I really wish we would have had Tetrakarn, because then we could have... Man, he hits for a lot. We could have reflected all of that, and probably one-stocked him. You know what? Considering he's probably not going to kill us, let's do an auto battle, just to see what happens. And an auto battle killed him in the end. Of fucking course. Not surprising, isn't it? At least Cars doesn't want to ride Spirit. I have no idea who Cars is. And that dude also gave us 2 level ups. God damn. Getting so many level ups during these final boss battles. I think we'll probably get to level 75 by the end of the game. I'm just guessing, but you know, that might be pretty cool. If we can actually do that. Well, since we have our strength and luck maxed out, we might as well just focus on speed or vitality. Can I actually get more HP? No, I cannot. What about speed? Yeah, that's actually not bad. Honestly, I really don't care at this point. And as for Snow, she leveled up 3 times, didn't she? Yeah! She's technically a higher level than Malgrim. Yeah, I forgot about that. And let's just raise her speed. There's really no point in raising her defense or vitality anymore, because that's not going to do anything. He's naked. Yeah, Scar, he is naked. Although he doesn't have any of those parts, now that I look at it. I mean, seriously, they have Mara in the game, but they couldn't even bother to give Astaroth anything? Well, Mephistopheles, who is called Mephiles in 06, is an overt homosexual in the German folklore of Faust? Really? I smell a fan fiction coming on. Spirit can have a snake for a pet. Scar. That's why we have Revan. You know his favorite animal is a snake, right? It's a snake, a hyena, and I think it was something else. Either way, he's a freak. But he's our little freak. And I was just on the verge of reclaiming my old body. I was to become Ishtar again once more. Why? Ouch. We just crushed Demon's chances for becoming a woman. for getting a gender swap surgery. Damn. That makes me feel a little bad. But you know what makes me feel even more bad? Floors that actually have invisible areas. Let me check the map of this place. Please tell me it isn't as bad as I think it is. Basement level 4. Yep, it is. Pretty much 3/4 of this entire floor is covered in darkness. But at least I know the direction I'm supposed to take. But before we actually do that, let's have Snow cast Mapper here. So we can actually know where we're going, or at least have a somewhat idea where we're going, because this mapper doesn't actually give us any useful information. Okay, so we need to head not that far actually. Well, actually I'm reading the map a little wrongly, so yeah, we do actually need to head a bit of a way. It's basically that hallway to the front of us. No more naked man. Oh, real. I don't think you've ever met Mara, have you? Oh, that is gonna be a treat. It's too bad Mara isn't in this game, though. So, it seems that we have to head back into darkness. I'm sure Xehanort will be pretty happy to see this. No, that is an empty room. Oh yeah, we actually did need to go this way. If you're gay, you're a dude. If you're a lady, you're a lesbian. You say you're gay, so you're a dude. There, answer that question. But he was a goddess, you know, and he had his body taken away from him. Actually, why did he have his body taken away from him anyway? That it didn't say in the wiki. It's probably some information that's in the Ars Goetia that I'll probably never read because I don't read. Who has time to read these days? Seriously. I know I don't. We're actually not supposed to go in this direction. I think we're supposed to head in this direction, over here, or not? Where are we? No? I think I'm lost. Wait. No. No. Where the fuck am I? Oh, I lost the direction I was at. And apparently I went in a completely wrong circle. Okay. I did not notice that. That's me for not paying attention. So we had south once. We had west once. We had all the way down. South. East. North 2 times. East all the way. Back west 1. South 1. East 1. South. West. North. West. South. West. South. Okay, we're out. That was a little bizarre. But here we are. To the next boss battle. Oh, okay. I'm of the sexual orientation of I don't care and mind your own business. Same, Green, same. Who is this Mara? Oh, real. And even Dylan, too. Real and Dylan. You don't know. Oh, Real and Dylan. You're the only ones who don't know. SMT2 will be so much fun. Will you go inside? Yeah, I think I will. I don't really need to configure my party either, considering I have all my demons out. So who is this going to be? I did not know you were in this game, Ariach. Okay! I want to see the chat's reaction to this. Seriously, I had no idea this particular demon was going to be in this game. I knew Mara wasn't going to be in this, but I didn't know Ariach was. This is what I call the real vagina dentata. Is it vagina dentata? I never watched the movie anyway. You guys are surprisingly silent for what's literally on screen. And Dylan likes it. Of course he would like it. I'm a teenager for your information. I just act like a child. Yeah, he is. He really is. He's also adorable and the best person ever. So don't mess with him. Looks pretty. Oh my god. By the way, I think this is a dude. I think it's technically classified as a dude, but it has a giant vagina with teeth and a tongue. I also think this is supposed to be a fallen angel. You know what? This is the one demon that I really do want to know the history of. So let me just pull up the wiki real quick. I am not gonna read your dialogue until I figure out what exactly you are, Ariach. It's going to go no. Oh my god. If they had the sprite's mouth, that mouth, you know what I'm talking about. If the sprite actually had that mouth moving like this, like her actual mouth or his actual mouth is doing right now, that, I would have lost it. So, oh my god, the official artwork is even worse. Because she has red things sticking out of her body. His body. I don't even know. He also has boobs. he has he has boobs for chins. What the hell is this thing? Okay, history. A fictional demon of vengeance and chaos in Paradise Lost. His name is Hebrew language. His name in Hebrew language means fierce lion. His. They call him as they he's a he. That's basically what I'm trying to say. I am so in shock right now that I can't even speak words at the moment. Originally the guardian angel Enoch, when the morning star Lucifer or Satan, depending on your religion, had started to rebel against God, Ariak followed and became a fallen angel. That's basically it. He's just a fallen angel. Okay, but what's with the vagina mouth? What is with that? And why does he have the boobs for chins? I don't get this thing at all. But you know what? I'm okay with it because we I love this. I just can't describe how much I love this. Speaking of Mara, Atlus actually put him in SMT D2 Liberation. Ah yes, the mobile game. Ah, I remember that. I really wanted to find a Mara, but you know, gacha games and those random pools, and you never know what you're gonna get. And unfortunately, I never got Mara. Although I did get I was able to get Mother Harlot, and she was actually a pretty good demon in the game. I also managed to get whatever the name of Metatron's brother is. I think it was Sandolph. Sandolphon? I think it was Sandolphon. He's also a really great demon. I stopped playing the mobile game after a couple months ago, when I figured out, hey, I'm probably never going to be good at this game, and it's pretty much just going to be like any gacha game. It's going to go on forever and ever, and then eventually stop production and just go off the market completely, which is exactly what Digimon Heroes did, and unfortunately I spent money on that game. Gacha games. I have so many issues with you. But anyway, let's get back into the game. Oh, so what kind of voice am I gonna give him? You know what? It's been a while since I did that Chainsmoker voice at the beginning of the game, so why not? Just gotta get into character, you know? You pretentious little wicked humans. Oh my god, this is perfect. Taste the pain of my fangs that thirst for vengeance against the god who did this to me, and to all that would bind themselves to his will. Oh, thank God. Thank God he didn't have much to say, because I was starting to lose my voice. Ariach, another tyrant demon. So let's pull out the boss battle theme again. There's gotta be an easier way to do this. I like this. Ew. Best reaction, Scar. Best reaction. Man, when angels fall from grace, they fall hard. His body's definitely seen better days. I know, right? Ugh. Although Lucifer still looks pretty good, even in his demonic form. He also stress 8. From which mouth? Yes. That's the answer. Yes. Read this. Okay. I love Scar and the family of Rosa. I hate Scar, and I am not hungry no more. There, that's all I'm gonna read. Alright, let's get into this boss battle. Like last time, we're probably just gonna stick with our basic strategy. Honestly, at this point, we don't really need much of a long-term strategy, because this is pretty much going to most likely kill him in 2 turns. At least I hope it's gonna kill him in 2 turns. Thanks to Tarakaja, at least, and the fact that Hanuman can actually go first before everyone else. Do physical attacks not work on him? Oh, I was so wrong. Oh, I was so wrong. He nullifies all physical attacks. So this is a magic-oriented boss battle. Okay, Shin Megami Tensei 1, you got me there. But what about guns? Does guns affect him? If guns affect him, then Magram won't be totally useless. And the good thing is that Snow at least still has a lot of magic points in her magic stats, so I've heard that Remudra is actually better than Megiddo, but I honestly don't know. For reference, for the sake of fitting, let's just use a Megiddo. And Oberion, you are going to use your Mazionga and hopefully shock Ariach. And as for Lakshmi, we really don't need you here, do we? Huh. Okay, well, you can actually return, and we'll probably send out your husband, Vishnu. And as for Hanuman, well, Tarakaja was a bust, so let's actually return you as well, because you're more of a physical attacker. Megiddo! Ugh, 72 damage. See what I mean by magic not really being that great in this game? It really doesn't do that much damage. He dodged it. I don't know if that's because... Okay, that still has to hit him, right? That has to hit him. Either... I didn't actually see if the guns worked on him. Did the guns work? Oh, I didn't actually see it. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going back in the live stream to see if the guns work. I don't want to waste a turn using the guns again. So, let's see. Snowcast Megiddo. It does 76 damage. Theron used Mediarahan. Barian cast Mazionga. Malgrim used guns. And yeah, the guns actually hit. Not for that much damage, but they at least hit. So at least Malgrim won't be completely useful, and as for Snow, I'm probably just gonna have her use the guns too, because that Megiddo was pretty damn useless. Throne, you'll probably just be there for a heal. And Malgrim, you're going to summon some magic-oriented demons here. Oh, you see, I mostly made a party of physical demons because I didn't expect a boss to nullify physical attacks in this game. I honestly did not expect that. I guess I wasn't really prepared, but... Oh well, let's summon Vishnu then, because I think he's the one who has Megiddo. And Snow... Let's actually see how much Remudra does. It's a shame that we don't have Makakaja, but again, I didn't expect to make use of Makakaja at this point in the game. And Mazionga. 87 damage. It's only slightly better than Megiddo, which is still unfortunate. It only did 8 damage, but at least it sent it into a shock. That's something. Of course he knows physical. He's used to taking it rough. Oh my god, that makes so much sense, Green Raccoon. Oh, James is going to sleep? Gotta go to bed, got a life tomorrow. Otherwise known as busy business. Alrighty, James, alrighty. You have a good day tomorrow. Let's see, let's see. Well, Throne, you're pretty much useless at this point. You don't really have anything other than a healing spell. So we could just have you on defend. Wow, we really didn't prepare for this at all. And, Atlus or Barong? I completely forgot who had the magical skills. I think it was Barong. Although I might be wrong. I might be wrong with Barong. Snow, you're just gonna use your guns, see if you can actually damage this thing more than the magic did. And, Hobarion, just use a Mazionga. And Vishnu, just cast the Megiddo. If we can put him into a shock, we can at least make him not be able to attack us. So at least that would be something. Is it just me, or do the guns not actually hit more than once? If that's true, then that is a pretty big issue. Although, we're probably just gonna have to use our guns anyway. Because they at least do better damage than Snow's magic. I wonder... No, Mahama wouldn't work. Would it? Let's test it. And oh my god, Barong is even more useful. More useless. Oh wait, he has an extra attack. I wonder what that does. It better be something magical. You better pull something magical, Barong. No effect. Of course it wouldn't. An instant kill spell wouldn't work on a boss. Of course that wouldn't hit either. So this is basically just gonna be a wall, isn't it? We're not really gonna do much damage to this thing, are we? Well, let's at least summon Atlus. So, does he even have any magic on him? I don't even know if he does. You know what? No. I'll save that for the next turn. I have an idea, I have a strategy, but I don't want to use it yet. Barong, you're basically useless. I don't know why I summoned you. I don't even know why I fused you. Malgrim will be completely useful. Spirit's been messed up today. I know. Okay, Shin Megami Tensei 2. Whenever I play that, I'm totally going to have a magic-oriented demon on my party. Just in case. Just in case. Make a clone of that ugly guy and throw him. Oh, Scar, if only. Let's see. I want to see what Atlus's magic is. The magic of distributing flawlessly made games, of course. So yeah, he's basically useless as well. He doesn't have anything, but he does have an extra attack. But nothing really too useful, is it? Okay. Screw it. I think it's time. A critical attack. Well... It seems like the only thing we can really do to damage this thing, at least competently, is by having our human characters using magic. Because none of my demons... my human characters using guns, I mean, not magic. Because the demon's magic are completely useless. So if that's the case, then let's just auto-battle with the human characters using the guns. And it worked! It worked! Just a simple auto-battle with the guns, and we defeated the thing. We defeated Ariach. I honestly didn't expect that to work, but you know what? I'm happy that we were at least able to get through that boss battle. That sponge of a boss battle. Ugh. I hope I never get to fight that thing again. Use Mara! He's weak to Mara! Oh wait. No, Green Raccoon. That'll only make him stronger. I believe it's Raito Kuzunoha too that had the demon, that had the ability to have certain demons contact with other demons. And one of the contacts that you can have with specific demons is Ariok, and it was either Ariok and Misaguchi or Ariok and Mara. Either way, it's hilarious to think about. Especially since they're basically all dudes. So Malgrim leveled up once. I honestly don't care about what we give him. Let's just give him more speed. And Snow's probably gonna not level up. Okay, she didn't level up at all. And we found a Soma. Nice. I guess that's something. I don't want to do that voice again. let me just talk normally. To think that mere humans could wield enough power to surpass the sharpness and deadliness of my fangs. It's unthinkable, and yet it is. So do we actually take it? I'm pretty sure he just insinuated that we took it. I just realized something. We're probably going to backtrack through this entire dungeon again, since we're going to partake in that particular side quest that I was mentioning at the beginning of this part. Yeah, we're probably just going to backtrack through this entire place again. Oh, isn't that a joy? But hey, we're at floor B5, so that's something new. What's next? What's next? Okay, surprisingly, this floor isn't actually that big. And there are no boss battles in this place. Okay, I'm loving this so far. Seems to be just a straight little maze to get to the far west side of the floor, so let's head there now. A bit confusing though. Very confusing. I actually don't know where to go. Are there any teleporters? First, make your way to reference point H. Okay. The poison traps. Traps are easy. And open the chest. Now head towards one northwest corner to reference point D. Oh wait. Is there no entrance to get to the... Oh wait, there is. Is there? Wait, the map doesn't actually say this about this entrance. Okay, this is weird. I got confused. But for some reason, the map doesn't actually display this little entrance right here that you need to get in order to progress with this floor. For some reason, it actually had it just like completely closed off. There's just a wall there, but no, in the actual game, there's an opening. I don't know why the guy did that. Okay, little mistake there. Unfortunately, this guide is like, I believe this guide is like 5 years old, so I don't think there's any way of the author knowing about this little mix-up, but you know, the guide is still good. It has a couple of issues here and there, but it's not that terrible. Not that terrible. Okay, it's not terrible, is what I meant. This floor, however, is pretty terrible. Apparently there's a bunch of trapped floors all over the place right here, and it does so much damage to all of my demons. Oh my god. Okay, well, I guess it's time to use that particular spell. I think it's the Triestos spell, which negates damage floors, hopefully. Or no, it was the transportation spell. Okay, good thing I actually had a save state there, or else we would have probably ended up at the beginning of the dungeon again. The one time I need a core shield, and thankfully I have one. Raises a shield. And now I can't be damaged by floors, I think. Yeah, there we go. So where do we go to now? Well, there's a soul incense in this floor, but we actually have enough soul incenses to not worry about that. So instead, let us head to the next floor. We're getting pretty close to the end of the dungeon here. We're actually like just literally 2 floors away. But wait a minute. Wait a minute. Reference point B7. This is the 6th floor, so I think this is where we're actually going to meet a particular character that we've met before that will actually give us the information to the final side quest of the game. So let's open up our map and see just where we are. Somehow I ended up all the way down here. How did I end up all the way down here? Whatever. Apparently we just need to head all the way up north. To the right side of the screen. And here we are. Here we are. Louis Cypher. This is where we get the, final side quest of the game, where we can actually head outside of the dungeon and deal with a particular super boss. I am not looking forward to going through this entire dungeon again just to get to this point after this, but you know what, I might as well show off the super boss, you know? I thought you were gonna say the bipolar, considering it wants to both help and harm you at the same time. You know what, Green Raccoon, that would make sense. The guide, I forgot to type guide. Oh, okay, I get it now. Oh my god, I just fell asleep and woke back up because I was so bored listening to my mom. Yeah, like everyone else, I will give you an oof, Dylan. But that happens to all of us, at least at one point in our lives. Okay, so what voice did I give to Louis Cypher again? I think it was like a calming voice. I know somebody wanted me to do a sexy voice, but I don't think I can do one, especially at this time at night. Let me just take a quick drink of my soda. Ugh, the ice melted. Yeah, I have a cup of soda with ice, and most of it melted because we've been streaming for like a whole hour. Ugh, it's disgusting. But I can't stop drinking it. Took a huge chunk of that. Alright, It's been quite some time. What are you doing here? That is not the right voice for him, but I don't even care. Oh, so you wish to defeat Ashura Lord, do you? Well then, I should probably tell you about the island to the west of here. There is something there that could possibly help you. Actually, now that I think about it, let me give him his the Zhong He voice that I've been thinking about doing. At the very least, it wouldn't be difficult, if not impossible, to defeat the Ashura Lord without it. Oh, he only had one more line left. I was about ready to do a perfect voice acting line there, but you know what? Okay. Okay, so that's officially the voice I am going to give Louis Cypher from now on. So when we meet him in Shin Megami Tensei 2, I'm going to give him that Zhong He voice. Finally, I found a character that I could use that voice with. But he did mention that an island outside of the Basilica, in a particular direction that I don't actually remember what he mentioned, is where we can find something that can help us defeat Ashura Lord. So let me just quickly open up the final page of the guide, which has the information for that particular side quest. Quick drink. Oh, Dylan, you know nothing is quick with me. I mean, it took a whole year just to finish this game, and we're still not finished with it. I promised I would finish this before 2020, and I will make sure that I finish this before then. So let's see. Side quests. Optional side quests. Lord of the Flies. That's apparently what the side quest is called. So let me just read out the quick introduction of it so we can figure out exactly what we need to do. You can start this very late game side quest after talking with Louis Cypher on the basement 6 of the Great Basilica. Exit the Great Basilica and use your octopus to head due west via the shallow water. Soon enough, you'll come to a small island with a lone building in the middle of it. Disembark your ride onto the island. Before entering the building, prep your party depending on your alignment. So it seems that we need to head to that island. And apparently I'm expecting a boss battle. So let's use the Triesto spell. Or was it the Treport spell? I think it was the Treport spell. Yeah, we're basically going to backtrack through that entire dungeon of the Basilica again. But you know what? I want to do this, so let's see if it's worth it. So let us use the octopus. And immediately cast a Stoma before we enter into any random battles. Unfortunately, that didn't work out because we just ran into an encounter without doing anything. I didn't even move. Oh, whatever. Oh yeah, I don't even have thrown out at the moment. Let's see. Party's full. Return. We're never going to use Barong again, so let's just return you for no reason. And Throne, there you are. Let's use your Stoma. Yes, the flies! Lord of the Flies! Oh, Dylan, I'm pretty sure you know who we're going to be fighting. Is it really that obvious? Yeah, I think it is, from the title alone. So, it said we needed to head due west, right? Head due west via the shallow waters. Very well. And there are the shallow waters, which we cannot go through. A small island. I guess we need to go down here. Must be pretty far. Ah, and there's the island. And it's one of the few places that isn't actually submerged. So let's see exactly what this place is. And it's in the Shinagawa region. Interesting. Alright. Let us enter. I completely forgot I wasn't supposed to enter until I did my final party. Oops. Who cares? Let's see what's in here. And I completely forgot to read the dialogue, but oh my god, it's Beelzebub! With a strangely human design. He's pretty human in this game. I'm kind of surprised. He usually isn't human. His design is usually that of a giant fly, but in this game he seems to be like a blue human with... Is that a loincloth? A lion cloth? Why did I call it a loincloth? A lion cloth over his body and a staff with a skull. Well, the giant fly version of him in later games does have that same staff, but blue human. I didn't expect that. Beelzebub. Yep, that's right. Dylan, it's Beelzebub. Well, I guess we might as well just get into this. What's the... You're nothing but human whelps. I was expecting someone more powerful. Why was Louis Cypher so concerned with you? Oh, so Louis Cypher was worried about us, hmm? Well, considering he's on the side of the Gaians, that would make a lot of sense. Or is that... Oh yeah, spoiler alert, Louis Cypher's a member of the Gaians. I guess they never really said that in SMT1, but is he actually part of the Gaians? I don't actually think he is. He's probably just a random player in all this. Either way, Louis Cypher apparently wanted us out of the way, so it seems like he sent his good old friend, the Lord of the Flies, the Devil himself, after us. No matter, far be it from me to deny his request. I shall cast you into the depths of the ocean of your own blood. Wasn't that exciting? And Tyrant Beelzebub. So this right here is the super boss of the game. The apparently strongest boss that you pretty much need to be at high levels in order to face. Alright, this is going to be our ultimate challenge, folks, in Shin Megami Tensei 1. And in order to, just to fit the mood, let's mute the music, and instead of having the Chaos boss battle theme playing in the background, let's play something a little more appropriate here. That's perfect. Beelzebub's theme from Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. Very appropriate in my opinion, for a boss battle with Beelzebub himself. Even though it isn't his fly form, it is technically still Beelzebub. So let's get into this, the super boss of SMT1. I am not going to read the strategy, although I will see what level he is. It actually does tell me. Level 108. Okay, so this is definitely a super boss. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? I know, right? Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, right. I completely forgot to change up my party. I don't actually have my full party on at the moment, so, oh, this is gonna be interesting. Throne, we don't actually need you here, so you can return. Mogrim... Summon a minion. Yeah, he can't summon a minion because our entire party is full. Let's see. Probably just gonna have to use our sword. As for Snow, I do know that Beelzebub... No, he might have the ability to cast a spell on us, which could potentially be an instant kill to Mogrim, considering he's law alignment. But either way, I don't really care. If it happens, it happens. We can always just bring him back with a Sama Recon. For now, let's just focus on our strategy of pretty much covering all of our bases with Makar Khan, and then making sure Vishnu isn't in the party because he sucks. Man, for a dude who has like almost max HP and max MP, he's kinda weak in terms of his skills. As for Atlus though, he has Sukukaja, so we could at least use that to raise our evasion, and he used Tetrafu. Beelzebub used Tetrafu. I forgot what Tetrafu does. Mogrim took 38 damage. Mogrim began acting strangely. Ooh, I don't know what that does though. I completely forgot. Most of our demons began acting strangely, it seems. Oh, they're panicked. Okay, I don't know if I have something that can heal that though. If I do, then we'll be able to use that next turn. Well, thankfully we took back most of our demons, except for Vishnu because he was panicked. Of course he was. Oh, we can at least summon one thing here. What are we gonna summon? Hey, sorry for being late. I've been doing stuff. Oh, that's fine, Arsenal. You know, as long as as long as you're okay. You know, I was a little worried about leaving you back at Discord, but you know, how are you? Are you feeling well? And as for the live stream, you didn't really miss much except for just a bit of dungeon exploring. We actually we encountered some pretty horrifying demons, and oh yeah, we're also fighting Beelzebub here. That's right, the Lord of the Flies, the devil himself, Beelzebub, who's apparently not a fly in this game, but you know, he's still pretty powerful. Also, he's the super boss of the game, so we're kind of being a little defensive here in terms of our attacks. I'm doing alright, how about you? At the moment I'm doing pretty well. I'm just a little worried about what we're gonna do here, because I didn't actually save state outside of this place, so if I die, we're probably going to have to start all the way back to the Basilica. And I kinda don't want to do that. Okay, so what healed the panic status again? I think it was Mipatra. Okay, let's just use Mipatra. Oberion. Makarakarn, just in case he has any magic moves. Vishnu, you're going to return whether you like it or not. And then we're gonna send your wife out to do the mess that you couldn't do. The group has returned to their senses. Yes! That healed the panic status. So now we're pretty much okay. We put up a shield. Now what is Beelzebub going to do? Beelzebub breathed a cloud of poison. Snow took 15 damage. Snow was poisoned. Ooh, I haven't been infected by poison from boss battles in such a long time. But you know what? It's a good thing we have a way to heal that with Snow. So she is probably going to use either a post moody or yeah, let's just waste a post moody. As for wait, we can't have Malgrim using a sword yet. We have to summon one more demon. Lakshmi, there she is. Just in case we need some healing, we're gonna have Lakshmi on the backup here. Hello to you too, Dylan. Smacks each demon. Get a hold of yourselves. I know, right? You know, that's probably what Snow just did. She basically just snapped some sense into them. I'm going to talk to a while. Can I get super tired? But I want to keep watching because the streams are good. Oh, Dylan, you are so nice. And I really gotta stream a lot more earlier from now on. Snow. Right. We were going to use the post moody. Oberion. Okay. I think I'm actually just gonna look up his skills here, just to see if he even has any magic attacks. Okay, so Beelzebub, he has attack, hit 5 to 8 characters, oh my. Tetrafu, which causes nerve damage and inflicts panic. Poison gas breath, which inflicts poison damage and inflicts the poison status effect. 95% rate. Okay, so if it hits, it's basically going to inflict poison. And a death spell, which inflicts sudden death at 25% rate on a single target. Okay, so I gotta be very careful with that. The streams are great, but sleep is also important. Indeed. I will not force any of you to stay up and risk your health just for my sake. You should rest. Very much rest. And besides, these will always be on YouTube, so if anything, you could always just rewatch the playbacks. So, as for you, Oberion, you're actually kinda useless in this battle, but let's see if Mazionga can shock this guy, because if we can shock him, then we can probably get away with a lot of things here. And Tarukaja and Sukukaja. Beelzebub used Tetarafu. That's gonna affect a couple people. Yep. Snows began acting strangely. Oh, this is probably going to hit everyone, isn't it? Yeah, this hit everyone. So we're all now panicked. Well, at least the buffs went off, so that's something. we now have all of our demons out, and the panic actually wore off for most of our people, so that's actually pretty good. We're not going to heal the post-moody on Oberion, we don't really need to. Because Snow, you're finally going to use your physical attacks with Malgrim and do some really big damage on this dude. Let's try to take him out as soon as possible. And let's do that Mazionga again, just in case, if it actually hits. And keep casting the Kaja spells. And as for you, Lakshmi, you're going to be on healing duty. Heal everyone, because we definitely need it. Now let's see if we can shoot this guy. No effect at all. Okay, so electric attacks cannot hit him. Good to know. Malgrim slashed. 300 damage. 600 damage. 900 damage. 1200 damage. Oh my god. 150. 150, 150, 150, 150. Oh my god, that hit 5 times for 150 damage. My characters, my human characters, are so amazing. Yeah, I really meant it when I said I don't think we need Oberion in our party anymore. He's really not that useful anymore, except for the Makar Karn, which is only really used with characters that can use magic. But even then, we don't really need it, do we? Oberion's just pretty much here to look pretty. And I mean, he looks pretty, so that's something. Sukukaja, Tarukaja, yeah. Atlus and Hanuman are definitely great to have. And with Sukukaja, we can probably evade some of these Tetrafus. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not. But you know what? It was worth a shot. Yeah, that hit all of us, unfortunately. But maybe one of our human characters can use a physical attack. Come on, slash, yeah. Malgrim slashed and defeated Beelzebub. Oh man. That was the super boss? It didn't feel like a super boss, did it? But then again, like I said before, we have the best weapons in the game, so... yeah, we really didn't need to worry about this. Oh yeah, Arsenal, they actually don't have school tomorrow, which is cool. It's really cool. So Scar, do you actually have school tomorrow? 'Cause if not, then that's pretty cool. Oh man, we literally finished the battle right before the Beelzebub theme was about to end on YouTube. So that's what I call timing. Alrighty. Well, for being the super boss, he really doesn't give that much experience, unfortunately. But you know what? Who cares, really? So, it is I who is casted into a sea of my own blood. Now I see why Louis Cypher was so worried. And that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all we really get from that place. What happens if we actually go back? Nobody is here. Yep, that's it. That's just a super boss. Now, if your chaos alignment, you actually do have a good reason to go there, because you can actually recruit Beelzebub into your party because you're chaos alignment and you're aligned with the same faction that Louis is. So Louis actually speaks highly of you, and Beelzebub just ends up joining your party there. He's basically like Vishnu or the Archangels, where he's just there. And I actually don't know what his stats are. Let me look at the guide real quick if it actually says anything for it. He'll join your party, a whopping level 99 demon with good stats and ridiculous defense. Have fun curb stomping the rest of the game, as if the bosses weren't easy enough. The guide says it perfectly. I couldn't have said it perfectly myself. So yeah, that's pretty much it with that little side quest. So now that we're done with that, we can finally continue with the final part of the game, because at this point I think all we need to do now is just head back to the Basilica, to the 6th floor. I don't... That means we're gonna have to backtrack through all those floors again, including the one with the traps and the dark rooms and all the trap floors that can hurt you, and trying to figure out that maze again. And screw that, I'm not gonna deal with that. I already showed off all of that. I already showed off the super boss. I showed off what happens when you escape to the dungeon and go deal with that. It doesn't give that much experience and you don't get anything from it. It's basically just bragging rights if you're on the law pass. So you know what? We're gonna... I just loaded the save state to before we teleported outside of the Basilica, and we're basically back at the 6th floor where we met Lewis Cypher. And we're just basically going to just ignore all of that and just continue with the plot. I am not going to backtrack through the entire thing again. I would have ripped my hair out if that happened. Ooh, who's gonna be a night owl? I'm pretty sure Nightmare is the one who gets to be the night owl. Oh, James, you're back! Did you say when you were back? Doesn't seem like it. I tried that, it sucked. Okay. But I'll admit, owls are really fascinating, seeing a few as I hunted. A sight to behold indeed. I've never actually seen an owl in real life, but, you know, that is pretty cool. You Arsenal want to be friends on Facebook? Well, I don't really use my Facebook account, honestly, James. I mostly use it to just chat with people who are only on Facebook, or just look at some of the memes and pictures that Arsenal and Revan post. Yeah, that's pretty much all I do on there. So, after speaking with Lewis Cypher, it seems that the 7th floor... We're at the 7th floor. Okay. So this is basically just a short little skip to the 8th floor, which is where the final boss of the game is. This is it, folks. We're nearing the end game here. The true end game. We're nearing to the true final boss. I can't wait. And back. Oh, hey, David. Nice to see you. Good to see you here. Cousin of mine have a barn owl. Really? An owl was sitting in my window. Oh, James, dude. My family has a lot of superstitions about owls. They say, like, if you encounter an owl near your home or standing outside your roof, then it's probably a sign of bad luck. It's either a sign of bad luck or a sign of a misfortunate death. Either way, it's not a good idea to encounter an owl near where you live. Wait. Of course you would say that, Dylan. Of course you would say that. So, where are we again? I need to figure that out. And yeah, I'm basically keeping out all of my demons now. There's really no point in not doing that anymore because, you know, we're basically at the final part of the game. We don't really need to worry about our magnetite. And look at that. It's also nearly maxed out. Just 30,000 more magnetite until it was actually maxed out. So we didn't need to worry about that at all. As for our demons, let's change up our party because these are not the demons that I actually want to use. Our final party will consist of also Hanuman. Yeah, Hanuman is here. He needs to be here. In the front row. And that seems to be it. Yeah, I'm probably not going to use Vishnu. He's not really all that useful. Out of Hanuman and Atlus, which one has the higher strength stats? 138 and 30 strength. 126 and 30 strength. Okay, so Hanuman has the higher strength stats, so he's obviously going to be in the front row. And that is that. Alright, let us head into the final part of the game. Which is where exactly? Apparently we need to head in this direction over here. Well, my mother's spirit animal was an owl. Oh, really? Oh, that's sweet. I think my spirit animal was actually a wolf. How surprising is that? It was also something else, but I don't remember. Might have been a otter? Might have been an otter. I don't necessarily remember. I do know there was more than one spirit animal. But here we are. I think this next part is going to lead to a particular boss battle, so without further ado, let us save state multiple times. And this shall be it, guys. The Chaos Zero. And oh my god, there's Arthur on the floor right there. Ooh, something bad must have happened here. I'll say this, make sure to hug your family, cause in a snap of a finger they'll be gone. Love you, man. Yeah, thanks for the advice, James. That is great advice, really, really. Genuinely, that is genuinely great advice. Yours is a wolf too? Haha, nice, nice. Chaos Hero. Oh, Lobo, what have you done? Take a good look. The broken body of Arthur lying here at my feet. He tried to pursue his pathetic brand of justice without the power to back it up. And look what happened. He met a pitiful end with nothing to show for it. You've met with a terrible fate, have you, Arthur? Twice, really. Even reincarnated, he had to die yet again. Damn, he does not catch a break. This is practically the way I was so long ago. Wow, the edge is real with this dude. He just didn't get it. Power does not come from justice. Power is justice. And there goes Arthur. For good this time. I don't think he's going to revive again. Ugh. Yeah, it scares me to think of how quickly things can go. I know, right? It's depressing. It is. That's why I genuinely tend to try to not think about it, but, you know, there are times where you just have to think about the aspect of losing something precious to you and, you know, how you're going to cope with it, because when it happens, you probably won't be prepared. Oh, and sorry about that, Real. Yeah, rest in peace, Real's doggle. Oh, today? That is so sad. I don't know what I would do if I lost my dog. Oh, I'm probably gonna have to prepare for that someday. But, you know, I at least want to spend some time with him before that happens. And it seems that you don't get it either. Now it's your turn. Let's rumble, Mogrim. Human Chaos Hero. He's not even called Lobo anymore. He is just Chaos Hero. He has truly sunken that far to the point where he has forgone his name and is just what he is now. A demon. And like the demon that he is, this is a pretty emotional battle in my opinion. You know, you're basically fighting one of your friends, one of your best friends that you had since the beginning. He's basically far gone to the point where you can't save him anymore, and now it's resorted to a battle. And yes, if you play the neutral route, you would end up fighting both Lobo and Arthur. You would have to fight and kill both of them. But in this route, not only did Lobo end up killing Arthur himself, but now we had to kill Lobo in order to avenge him. So because this is a pretty emotional battle, I have a perfect theme song to play in the background. Another Shin Megami Tensei Imagine track, and one of my favorites in my opinion. Chiyu's battle theme, which is what I was originally going to use with the battle with the Four Kings, but that ended up not working because the Four Kings actually sucked in battle. And apparently we didn't fight them all, so, you know. My papa's spirit animal was a dog. I have one, so he's always with me. Aww, that is so sweet, Dylan. Oh. You know, we're getting all these touchy feelings from the comments when right now during the game we're actually fighting one of our friends. It's actually a pretty climactic moment. So yeah, we're finally going to fight one of our friends, the true essence of a Shin Megami Tensei game that has an alignment system. Fighting the friends that are usually fighting your best friends that were once so close to you and once, you know, your best pals in the world, but eventually they turned on you and forsake their own humanity to go with their own religions and ideals and eventually become corrupted by them. This is exactly what happened to Lobo and Malgrim, and since we're in the law route, we have to take out Lobo. For the sake of the Messians and for Arthur, we have to do this. So let's fight. Let's fight our old friend. And we're probably going to mess him up because of our strategy of basically just using Tarokaja and Sukukaja. But at least we got some pretty hype music in the background. Oh, I love this song. This is like one of my favorite songs of S&T If, and I am so glad that my friend Ultimate Fighter 343 extended it. Again, special thanks to him. I'll probably leave a link in the description later on when this gets uploaded as a archive to YouTube. So, you know, you can always find it there if I end up doing that, or you know, I might end up lazy, who knows. And I completely forgot to put away Vishnu. I actually meant to bring out Lakshmi, his wife. Oops. Well, I guess we don't really need a heal at this point. Yep, we're covering all of our bases. And he used Shibabu, which didn't affect anyone. And it wasn't because of the Makakaja, it literally just did not heal. Did not hit anyone. He completely messed with that. Damn, Lobo, you. What terrible luck you have. Look at that, goddamn. We're probably gonna floor this dude. Remember back then when Lobo used to be our friend and he was basically a normal human? Yeah, you can't really see that anymore with this dude anymore. It's actually kind of sad. You know, that's the one thing, that's another thing about Shin Megami Tensei games that I like. The point where you end up fighting your own allies because they have different conflicting ideals with you. Some of them believe in different things and end up being forced to battle you for their own convictions. Again, it's pretty sad and actually quite emotional in later games. The biggest emotional ally battles that I've ever heard of in an S&T game is probably Strange Journey. Even though I haven't played that game, I do know who the Law and Chaos heroes are, and I do know what happens there. And it's actually kind of depressing when you think about it, especially since those particular characters have so much personality to them. Lobo and Arthur were more so just there. They didn't really have that much personality, but then again, this was the first game in the Shin Megami Tensei series, so, you know, it makes sense that they wouldn't have much to them. Real, just think about today, you have the satisfaction of having that power. I don't have a curse. I don't. I have a curse from God. You could look at it as a curse, Dylan, but it could also be somewhat of a blessing if you use it right. Oh man, once we get these Tarukajas and Sukukajas out, we're going to school this motherfucker. We should also bring out Lakshmi in the next turn because we might need to heal all of our demons real quick. Although he really isn't hitting us at all. I do wonder what kind of attacks he has. I mean, he used the... Well, I guess we'll never know, because we just killed him! Oh man, poor Lobo. Even though he wanted so much power, in the end he couldn't even defeat a simple human. And his girlfriend. And a bunch of gods behind him, because we do technically have gods on our sides. Spirit folks. Okay, James. They weren't supposed to know that. Ah yes, maybe I really can manipulate time and space altogether. Oh no, Dylan is becoming an Ultimisha. And Malcolm leveled up. Alright, well, let me just turn off the music now, because I think that's it for some... I think that's it for the emotionalness. But yeah, level 74. I wonder if we really will get to level 75 by the end of this. Who knows? Why did it do that? Okay, there we go. 2 points. Screw it. Let's just put it in our speed. We really don't need anything else. There we go. 914 damage. 14 HP. Yep, Malgrim is definitely never going to die again. And as for you, Snow, we could just give you more speed. There we go. Now, what do you have to say, Lobo? Well, before you do, let's actually read the chat real quick. Yeah, oops. That's all you have to say. That's all you can say. So, my end comes as well. In the end, I couldn't beat you. Malgrim, you always were a step ahead of me. One step ahead of the no. I won't sing right now. And I thought that I had finally gotten power that could surpass gods too. Was this all just a dream? A nightmare? No. It was a good dream. Goodbye, Malgrim. Aw. Believing it was a dream to the very end. Oh, right. I completely forgot about you. Ray? Rayho? Ray? No, it's not Ray Rayho. Yet. I think her name really was Ray or something like that. I think we only met her once in Tokyo Destinyland, but yeah, she was the Chaos Heroine, the partner for Lobo, who apparently looked exactly like, who apparently looks exactly like Snow, and for some reason gave Snow the creeps. Sad. Yeah, it is, Scar. We pretty much killed one of our friends, and also Arthur just died right before that, so all of our friends are dead again. Every single one of them. And now we have to deal with Ray here. You killed Lobo. How can you live with yourselves, killing your own friend with a straight face? Have you no remorse? He had it coming. And I'm actually Lilith. Well. The ex. The ex-girlfriend has finally showed herself. I was wondering where she went. She basically just disappeared after she revealed herself last time. So it turns out Ray, the Chaos Heroine, was actually Lilith. Man, Lilith, you really do love to disguise yourself as females, don't you? As female humans. Alright. So it seems like we have one more obstacle to take care of, and it's the old wife of Adam. She's apparently back to steal Malgrim once again. And now that we know why she's here, I kind of don't want to kill her because she really... I kind of feel sorry for her. But unfortunately we have no choice. We have to fight her. It's time to finally put an end to the Lilith Yuriko Rei fiasco once and for all. Sorry, Lilith, but Eve is just better. Snow will always be the OTP of Malgrim. I'm off to bed now. Serious. Alright, James. See you later. And yes, Scar, I knew you were back. You were just a little quiet, that's all. Ah, fuck. Exes are never good. I know, right? Especially when your ex is like a supernatural snake woman. But, I guess we really don't need to worry about her. Let's just focus on our original strategy of Tarukaja and Sukukaja. Does she have any magic? If she does, well, she's probably not gonna hit us with it. Lilith. Oh, I thought that was Lilith casting the Tarukaja. My bad. She did cast Dormina though, which will put some of us to sleep. But Hanuman did reflect it. Okay, so the Makakaja didn't. The Makar Karn didn't reflect Dormina. It just completely reflected against Hanuman because apparently he reflects that spell. Well, either way, she doesn't seem that difficult. Later, James. Laters. Lilith's design in this game, well, in the actual game, is a little weird in my opinion, especially because of the long hair. Although the short hair Lilith, the one with the leather suit, and you know the sort of dominatrix design for her demon version, was kind of a new redesign for the PS1 version. It wasn't exactly for the original. Lilith actually has an original design with her long hair, and it actually looks kind of different. In fact, I may actually show that off in Discord later on. Who knows? There's a lot of original designs for certain characters, like Snow and... oh, I accidentally pressed the wrong button there. Like Snow and Malgrim have like a really weird 80s design. Damn it! They have like a really weird 80s design where Malgrim has like this giant poofy hair and Snow kind of looks like a bulky football player. Kazuma Kaneko's old work isn't really that bad, but you know, I kind of like the new designs a little bit more, the ones that you actually see on the side of the screen on my stream overlay. Those are the type of Kazuma Kaneko artwork that I like a little bit more than the originals. Oh, so she cast Mabufu, but that completely missed. And she's already dead. Oh, well that's unfortunate. Yeah, the boss battles at this point aren't really that powerful anymore. How unfortunate. By the way, Spirit, are we scheduled for Dynasty Warriors 9 tomorrow? Hopefully, David. Hopefully I can make it to home in time before my brother actually takes the Xbox. But if he doesn't, then we're all set. If he does, well, I'll text you just in case. Because you never know with him. He could stay up all night and suddenly just sleep for like 2 whole hours, and then be back on the Xbox right after that. And looky, we actually did get to level 75. With Snow, at least. Well, we didn't get it with Malgrim, but, you know, Snow's not bad. I haven't made anything good. What are you talking about, Real? I love your artwork. The one that you made of Scar was really good. You know, we keep getting all these Somas, and we haven't actually used a single one at this point. On screen, I mean. I actually used one during grinding, but that just goes to show you how much I don't really need the Somas. Okay, my gamer tag is on my connection on Discord profile pic. Good to know. Hey Spirit and David, are we still going to some Minecraft on Thursday? I actually don't have anything on Thursday, Dylan, so yeah, definitely. We're definitely gonna play Minecraft on Thursday. This isn't the way it was supposed to work out. You and I were supposed to be the new Adam and Eve, and start a new age together. But I was kept away from you. Yeah, see, this is the point where you actually feel really sorry for Lilith. And it's also the point where most players would probably be super confused if they didn't know about that whole Adam and Eve thing, the whole Adam and Eve reincarnation thing. Yeah. Poor Lilith. In a way, I do feel sorry for her, but we are technically the Messiahs at this point, so... sorry. That's why I tried to take the one you had chosen instead of me. I wanted to be your partner so much, but it just didn't work out that way. Lilith left, leaving the Belial pot behind. She just leaves. We don't actually kill her. And she left the Belial pot, which was actually the pot that we used to seal Belial all the way back in Roppongi. It seemed that she kept it for some reason. But we finally have it, and interestingly enough, if we take that Belial pot back to the Cathedral Shadows and use a particular sword, we can actually do a specific sword fusion where we'll make Snow's ultimate weapon. It's apparently I think it's another fire sword, or it could be a light sword. Either way, it's kind of interesting that the item that you get from Lilith would become Snow's ultimate weapon. It's kind of interesting, but you know. Poor Lilith. We didn't kill her, thankfully, but she's basically just given up on us now. It's kind of sad when you think about it. Going to finally talk to Spirit. Yeah! Now that we've dealt with that, all we need to do now is fight the final boss. And he is in the next floor, which we need to progress just up here. Well guys, we're literally just a floor away from ending Shin Megami Tensei 1. And honestly, I definitely have had my fun with this game. You know, for as archaic as it really is, it was definitely very, very fun to play through. And, you know, it is going to be sad seeing this go, but in a way, I'm also relieved to finally be done with this game. And what the heck is with all these doors? Oh, it's literally just a straight shot to the final boss. This room right in front of us is the final boss. And Green Raccoon is back. Oh man, Green Raccoon, I am sorry to say, but you ended up missing pretty much the rest of the stream. We are literally right outside the final boss door. And we're about to... yeah, exactly what Dylan said. Finally, he says it right. And we're finally going to end with Shin Megami Tensei 1 and move on to other games in this series, like... what would be the next Shin Megami Tensei 1 game that I will... Shin Megami Tensei game that I'll stream? I'll probably talk about that during the credits, but either way, this is it, folks. We're finally at the end. So let's do some last-minute preparations by summoning our support demon. We're pretty much good with the formations. As for items... Wow, 9 Somas. 9 Somas. You know what? We've been hoarding these this entire time. I think we deserve just to use them. Hanuman was fully restored. We're never gonna use them again, so we might as well just use them now. Oberion was fully restored. Oh man. Holding these hoarding these for so long and then finally being able to use them is like... It's like my drug. It's like my RPG drug. Hoarding items until you have no more use for them anymore, and then you just use them all in the final boss or before the final boss. And I love that feeling. And as a final show-off, let us see what our final demons and final stats are. So here is Malgrim with everything here. Even rocking the Jesus armor as well. I'm so glad that we were actually able to max out Malgrim's luck and strength stat. That was pretty useful. And as for Snow, we actually ended up maxing out her strength stat, which is something that a lot of players of Shin Megami Tensei 1 would deny being a good thing. But from my experience of playing this game, Snow with just magic is really not that worth it. The Megiddo spell literally did nothing to the bosses. The Lotus Wand, and if I was in the neutral route, the Kato Ninetails, are amazing weapons coupled with the strength stat being maxed. She can do like 4,000 to 5,000, 400 to 500 damage with just one hit, and that is amazing. And as for our final party of demons, we're going to rock Atlus here. We're going to have the company itself supporting us during this final boss with the Sukukaja. We're going to have Lakshmi in the back row as our healer with the Medyarahan, which is the full heal for the entire party. Then we are going to have Hanuman with his Tarakaja. That will make us even more powerful. In fact, that's the only reason why I ended up getting Hanuman. And finally, Oberion, who is literally just here to look pretty. He doesn't really have any use other than that. The Makar Karn isn't really going to be that useful anymore. I'm pretty sure this final boss is going to be physical based, so that's unfortunate. And that is our final party. Shin Megami Tensei 2. Actually, Dylan, I'm going to save Shin Megami Tensei 2 for a later time because I have plans for that game. I have a lot of plans for that game. Fun fact, I was actually going to make a short little animation for Shin Megami Tensei 1 that I was actually going to play at the last part of this livestream series, which is literally now. But unfortunately, I didn't have time to finish it. It was going to be like a little funny joke about the amount of grinding that I did throughout this series, throughout this game. And funnily enough, it was actually going to have, oh, you know what, I'm not going to spoil it because I'll probably end up releasing the animation one of these days, so you know. Look forward to that in like 2020, 2021. And yeah, as for Shin Megami Tensei 2, I have so many plans with that game. I just need to be prepared in order to play that. Something like Majin Tensei 2, Spiral Nemesis. Actually, Green Raccoon, I was planning on playing Majin Tensei 1 before Majin Tensei 2 because I actually got spoiled by something, and I was planning on going into those games completely blind. But unfortunately, I ended up getting spoiled by something in, funnily enough, a Niarly video on YouTube. I think it was his Lucifer versus Satan video about Shin Megami Tensei, and for some reason, someone just completely spoiled a plot twist in Majin Tensei 1 that actually affects Majin Tensei 2. And I was like, fuck. So now I pretty much have to play Majin Tensei 1 in order to understand something that I honestly don't want to spoil either, because I want that game to be as blind as possible. But yeah, if I ever stream Majin Tensei 2, I'm probably going to play the first one. But no, the next Shin Megami Tensei game I will be talking about once we finish this particular boss battle. So, enough stalling, let us get into this. Let us finally finish the game. For the Messiahs, for Yahweh, for the 1,000-year kingdom, we will be fighting the Ashura Lord. Thinking about doing a playthrough on Fallout New Vegas DLC on Mixer. Ooh, Mixer. Okay, David. Well, when you eventually decide to do that, I'll definitely watch. Although I would advise also uploading those as archives to YouTube, just so they don't get lost forever, because all the streams that you pretty much do on Twitch immediately after 14 days just end up getting deleted. And that's unfortunate, because I like to watch your streams. Ha 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 ha, so you finally made it. Oh, great hero, fighting bravely for God's cause. How noble you are, trampling over the broken corpse of your old friend Lobo in order to get here. Dude, we stopped being friends after he deserted me. After he called us weak and it immediately just broke up with us. Man, Arthur was a better friend than him. So we finally got to the final boss? Yeah, Dylan, we finally made it. We're finally here. To have betrayed one who cared about you and he didn't care about me. You quit lying. Arthur was the only friend I needed. Who cared about you in favor of following the orders of one who has done nothing for you. Truly, you are a shining example of the servant of God. Oh, he's being snarky, isn't he? But I think your friend needs some company. I'll send you to him now. Tenma, a short lord. This is it, guys. The final boss. And unfortunately, no final boss theme. Yeah, this game doesn't have a final boss theme. It's literally that old that it didn't need a final boss theme. But you know what? We've done this for pretty much every boss battle at this point. Let's pull out a particular theme that would be perfect as a final send-off to Shin Megami Tensei 1. That's right. The Imagine remix of the Shin Megami Tensei 1 battle theme. And this is one of my favorite remixes of this particular battle theme. This is a perfect way to end the game once and for all, so let's do this, Ashura Lord. Wait, Lobo cared? Green Raccoon gets it. If you do, I can't join. Do you want to be Scar, I have no idea what you just said. Can you turn it up? I can't kinda hear it. I can kinda hear it. Oh, okay, Green Raccoon. Let me get to my settings. How is that? Is my volume okay? Unfortunately, this takes a lot of configuring, so hopefully you guys can actually hear it. Oh, I love this part where they get into the guitars and the original and that original melody. Oh, this is an amazing remix. Much better. Alrighty. So, let us get into this final boss battle. Ashura Lord. And we're pretty much just gonna do the same strategy that we've always done. Sword attacks with the Tarakaja, with the Makakaja or Makarakarn, Asukakaja, and Lakshmi for healing when we need it. Yeah, this guy has nothing on us. In fact, we all went first before him. Amazing. Oh, excuse me. It sounds very Dynasty Warriors-like. I know, right? And Green Raccoon, I'm surprised you know about Dynasty Warriors. Me and David are actually pretty big fans of Dynasty Warriors. Ooh, he does do a lot of physical damage though, so good thing we're gonna have Lakshmi as a healer in the back. That fucking guitar is amazing. I would head bop to this, like head bop, but that would probably mess up my microphone, so I probably shouldn't do that. Mediarhan. Alrighty, let's do this. Who else thinks Terminator is OP in MK11? I actually haven't played MK11 yet, Dylan, but, you know, maybe one of these days. I did like, Mortal Kombat 9, so, you know, who knows? Oh, look at that damage. Look at that damage. Amazing. Just imagine if we had a Tetracard and we would reflect all of that physical damage. He would kill himself in 2 turns. That would have been amazing. Just thinking about that, I should have done that. I should have made this boss a joke. Oh, perfect. Is the Terminator voiced by Arnold? Unfortunately, I don't think he is Green Raccoon. I heard that it's a stand-in for Arnold. Although a lot of people did say that Arnold did choose the guy, so you know, at least it's someone that Arnold personally chose. And just in case, we're just gonna keep doing Medi-Arhans. Yeah, this boss is literally gonna do nothing on us. The one time we could have used a Makakaja, or Makarakarn. Why do I keep calling it Makakaja? The one time we could have used a Makarakarn, he does a magic attack before we cast it. So that Makarakarn is basically useless now. How unfortunate. But at least we're pulling out the damage. I wonder how much HP he has. In fact, I could probably look that up right now. Oh, he is Green Raccoon? I mean, Green Raccoon. Dylan? Mix up. Rewind. Pay no attention to what I just said. Really? It's Arnold who's voicing him in MK11? I didn't know that. I thought it was a stand-in. Apparently my friends lied to me. I know who I'm beating senseless later. No, I'm just kidding. He has 10,000 HP. Oh my. And for some reason he gives you a Soma after you beat him. I don't know why, because this is technically the final boss. But either way, let us get into this. Let us just destroy him. Let's not even give him a chance anymore. We're not even going to let him... We're not even going to pretend that he can kill us. No, we're going to mercilessly beat him senseless with the power of Jesus Christ on our side. He has Megidolion? Wait a minute. He has Megidolion, but Snow just has normal Megiddo? Okay. Well, the plus side is magic sucks in this game, and I'm pretty sure that Makarakarn does not affect Megiddo. I believe all almighty spells go over the Makarakarn, so that's unfortunate. But I did not expect that. I thought Megidolion was a SMT2 thing. Because I believe, what was her name? Hiroko? Yeah, Hiroko. In SMT2 ends up getting Megidolion. Which again, she's the heroine of that game. And just like SMT1, you don't want to focus on magic with the heroine. At least a full magic build from what we've seen in this game. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna have Hiroko be a physical attacker in that game, which would probably be really interesting because she mostly gets whip weapons. As for Aleph, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with him. Again, Oberion, you should have been much faster. Speaking of bosses that kill themselves, there are 2 times when Okuninushi accidentally killed himself in Devil Survivor Overclock after a physical attack reflected off of me. Don't you just love that? When you use a reflection spell and it causes the boss to use an attack that will ultimately just kill themselves. I love that. It gets a laugh out of me. I think that actually happened in this game a couple times. I believe it was Neburos that actually did that. If not, then I think it was Echidna. Oh wait, no, we killed Echidna with just auto battle. Oh, that was a sight to see. Oberion, you're going to be useful in this battle. I did not spend all that time making you just so you could be the mascot at this point. Because yeah, that's basically what Oberion is at this point. He's the team's mascot. Better than Jack Frost, if I say so. There we go, and hopefully Ashura uses a magic attack. He's not going to use a magic attack, is he? No, he ends up using a physical attack. The one time. Of course. Oberion, you're just going to be useless at this point, aren't you? Oh well. I wish we had Titania in this game. She would have been more useful. I have all 9 holy corpses parts. I am Jesus. Oh, at this point, Malgrim is basically Jesus. Overall, our strategy of just using physical attacks and Kaja spells and having one of our demons using a full heal spell is working quite well. It doesn't seem like we're going to lose in this battle at all. Even though he has a ton of HP, our physical attacks can do a ton of damage. I think I'm just gonna have Oberion start using physical attacks now. Yeah, I think it's at this point where we're just not going to have to rely on Never mind. Well, that was anticlimactic, but that's it. We defeated the final boss. Wow. I don't feel satisfied. Oh man, but we leveled up. Hey, we got Malgrim to level 75, just like I promised. Oh man, this game. Well, at least we finally finished it, once and for all. Let me, go back to OBS. Gotta reconfigure the, what is it? The audio settings. Now, is the game louder than me at this point, or is it good enough in terms of volume? Because if it's louder than me, then I'm probably gonna have to turn it down. I didn't use a reflection spell, but I did have a buff that lets me reflect physical. Man, that's a pretty cool buff. Real, if you want to sleep, you were very supportive. Is the stream over after this? Yeah, Dylan, this was pretty much the final boss, so we're basically done now. I think I'll turn it down like a bit. Yeah, turn it down a bit of a smidge. Alright. 15.3. Yeah, there we go. And I may want to turn down my mic volume as well because I can see that it's slightly loud. How is that in terms of the volume? You guys don't know how many tests I do with my volume because of this weird issue that I have with my microphone that for some reason echoes the game volume or the volume of whatever's playing in the background. It's unfortunate, but you know, that's what I get for using a cheap game microphone. Just a small bit down. It's not louder than you. Alright, that's good. Well, hopefully it doesn't drown out my voice, but yeah, this is pretty much it. And we really don't need to do anything about these levels anymore. Yeah, getting these levels right now is pretty much useless. We're done with the game. And he gives us this. No, he doesn't even give us the Soma this time. Okay, well, considering we beat him and we're done, that's good. And we were so close. We were just on the brink of stopping God's 1,000-year kingdom from brutalizing demonkind and humanity. The Basilica would have been ours. We would have been able to lay the first stone towards building Master Lucifer's I think he was about to say Utopia, but he apparently died there. A voice. Well done. Don't worry. You did the right thing. Whose voice is this? Now come to me. Okay. And suddenly we're on the 8th floor, which is where we met. No, we actually didn't even meet St. Michael in this playthrough. Well, that sucks. We didn't even meet him. Well, it seems like this is the only area we're supposed to go to. I think. No, wait. The 9th floor, the top of the basilica. Messenger of God. Malgrim, Snow, you've done a great service. Or great job. Worry not about Arthur. He is with God now, worshipping him in the happiness and peace. Ooh, a remix of the Law theme. And will live in prosperity there with him until the end of time. I've never actually heard this version before. You have accomplished a great deed, defeating the demons, plaguing humanity. Oh, this is a pretty cool theme song. It's a pretty great remix. And paving the way for God's coming. However, there are still a great deal of people left behind after this fight. Wandering aimlessly in suffering and confusion. You two have done great deal, but there is still much to do. With the sunlight in the background, that's awesome. Only those who believe can be served. So you must continue spreading the word to those who have yet to hear. By the way, this is all going without my controls, so I pretty much have to read fast. Their souls are in your hands. You must save them. You two are our beacons of hope, our light in the dark. You are our saviors. Oh, so Snow does get to keep her title as female Jesus. Once all has been saved, it truly can begin. A future full of unending glory. The 1,000-year kingdom, huh? A world full of happiness, peace, and prosperity, but only to those who believe in God. Justice, order, law, security. Humanity will have all these things in abundance, but only those who will want to believe. This is nature. This is the nature of the eternal paradise, brought about by the rule of God. The 1,000-year kingdom. And this is where it eventually leads into the... Oh, what is this? Yuriko. Malgrim, I wanted to see you again. I didn't know this existed. What is this? Wait, what? Oh, okay. This is the credits. Okay. So it's based... This is like SMT2, where it's showing the events of... past? Maybe? Yeah, this is showing the events of the past, of basically what we've been through that that has to do with the law route. So we're basically looking at stuff like this. Well. Yay, it's over with a happy ending. Yeah, it's just so sad that everybody had to die, and everyone who's probably not going to believe in the religion will probably die as well. Because the Messians are assholes and murderers. Yeah, need I remind you guys that these are the same people who flooded the entirety of Tokyo and took the lives of so many innocents? Yeah. That is unfortunate. This is canon to SMT 2000XX. That is right, Green Raccoon. This is what eventually leads to that game, which is essentially an alternate universe of Shin Megami Tensei 2, where they do build Tokyo Millennium, but it's a bit different. How different? I honestly don't know. But I'm really liking this credits theme. I've never heard this. And is that the law theme? That's a slight rendition of the law theme that I honestly pretty like. Ah, the diamond realm! Get it away, get away! I never want to go back there again. So what have you guys been saying? Because I kind of didn't see while I was reading all of that. There's no such thing as a utopia that can work. Exactly, Green Raccoon. Like I've always believed, a utopia is just a fantasy. There is no perfect world where no violence or no conflicts exist. It is all just a dream. Utopias are fragile, and any dissect can make it fall if not brutally suppressed, thus defeating the point of utopia. That's also true. Oh man, Lobo, back when he was just a human. We had to kill him. Also, we didn't even say goodbye to Arthur. He just died. That's it. And speaking of utopias, actually, that is the main setting for Shin Megami Tensei 2, which takes place in the future in the utopia that the Messiahs actually make. Oh, and here's the English translation credits. Gideon G. Ordine for fixing the bugs. Good job, Ordine. You actually made this playable. Oh, and Malgrim's mother. She died. Horrifically, mind you. Oh? A lot of people died in this conflict. A countless number of individuals, sorrows. So that was basically showing all the people who died. Sorrows, joys, hatred, and love snuffed out. Don't forget the boss. She's also that. But you know, Malgrim, they will all come back and be reborn. Just the way I was. I don't think that's how it works, no. The destruction is finally over, and the time for creation and rebuilding has begun. Does she say that in the neutral ending? Because if so, then that honestly doesn't fit. And did this take us back to the side? Oh no, it's the end. It literally takes us to an end screen. And that's it. That's all of Shin Megami Tensei 1. The law ending. Honestly, that was pretty good. The way it actually set up SMT2 in a way where this could actually be possible. And you know, the fact that they do this does lead to an alternate universe that does take place in the exact setting that SMT2 takes place in, Tokyo Millennium. You know, I gotta say, they did a pretty good job. They did a good job in making each ending seem like they could be canon to SMT2, because, you know, what exactly dictates the SMT1 neutral ending to be the canonical ending for SMT2? Because, well, I guess the fact that the Gaians and the Messiahs are working together in Tokyo Millennium, but okay, I guess that might be the reason. Either way, it's pretty easy to believe in either ending, really. I still wonder how they flooded the city. God. He basically pulled a Noah's Ark and basically flooded everything. So the chaos is the right way. Like I said, it depends on what you believe in. If you believe in a world ruled by the strong, then chaos is definitely your way to go. But if you believe in leaving all of your issues to God and your religion, then you would definitely go with the law ending, of course. And then there's the neutral ending, where you basically just say screw it to both parties and decide to fight for humanity's right to choose what they want to believe in. You don't just fight for one side, you fight for all sides, for equality. And that is basically the neutral route in a nutshell in most games. Equality and neutrality, and making sure that both sides do not go to the extremes. Unfortunately, it seems like the flood will happen no matter what, but, you know, it at least seems that all parties have their own pros and cons to it, because even then, with neutrality, there's no real definitive ending to all of this. You know, you don't win for either side, you basically just fight so that both sides can work together in a peaceful harmony. But even then, knowing the Messians and the Gaians' ways of making their rules succeed, we all know that peace and harmony and restoration between both parties will not last forever, which is essentially what happens in SMT2 when the Messians take over Tokyo Millennium and they basically become the de facto power in all of it. Utopia, yeah. And basically that is the point of the alignment system in a nutshell. No matter what, it is your choice. And I really do like that. Let people believe in what they want to do. Exactly, Dylan, exactly. No, I don't want to be done. Unfortunately, Leo, that's the end of SMT1, but you know what? This is not the end of the Shin Megami Tensei live streams in general, because, you know, this is literally just the first game in a franchise full of so many alternate universes and spin-offs and mainline games and personas and their devil summoners, devil survivors, Digital Devil Saga, what other spin-offs are there? Last Bible, Majin Tensei, I'm trying to think of basically every spin-off. There's the dancing games, but those technically count as Persona. Does Rondo count? I'm pretty sure Rondo doesn't count anymore. Rondo stopped counting after it was released. There's also the Jack Bros, but yeah, we have tons of other Shin Megami Tensei games that we could play in the future. But for the next Shin Megami Tensei game that we will be playing, I am actually going to go on a bit of a journey. A strange journey. You could say it will be a bizarre adventure. The next Shin Megami Tensei game we will be playing is Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey for the Nintendo DS. And I have tested the Nintendo DS emulator on my laptop, and it runs pretty smoothly. Unfortunately, it does have an issue with the bitrate. So unfortunately, the chat might be a little fuzzy when I do those streams. But if it becomes too much of an issue, I'll probably just take the chat off of the video. But you know, I will still look at the chat, of course. I won't ignore it, obviously. I'll be looking forward to it. Yeah, Green Raccoon. I also have plans to play Majin Tensei and SDF soon, but I also have to finish the thumbnail artwork for those, which will eventually happen. You know, I just need to take time. But until then, you know, look forward to an eventual Strange Journey stream. We could probably do that soon, maybe. It really depends on what I have planned for this weekend. Definitely not Thursday, but maybe Friday, maybe? Who knows? Whatever happens, this has been a great livestream series. This has been a whole year in the making, but I'm glad to finally be done with this game. It was definitely an adventure, and I loved every second of it, really. From Twitch to YouTube to so many people who joined in to these live streams, you know, it was fun to interact with you guys and play through an RPG that I've always wanted to straight up finish. And now that I have, you know, I can definitely cross SMT1 off my bucket list. And yeah, I guess that's really all that's left to be said. So, and there's me not finishing no game. I'll Scar. You'll finish the game one day. I might try doing a stream tomorrow, but really, real? You're gonna do a stream? Oh, that's amazing. You know what? I might actually catch that. Scar, finish something, would you? He'll finish something one of these days. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's it. That's all that's need to be said. So, I'm Spirit RoseWolf, and well, I'll see you guys next time for the next game. Look forward to that. Have a good night, everyone, and be sure not to let any demons invade you while you sleep. Goodbye.